Iran's president and foreign minister have both died in a helicopter crash.
These are the images rocking the Middle East this morning. Rescuers who took hours to reach the remote site found only wreckage and the bodies of the dead.
Aftermath of Ebrahim Raisi's death, what next for Iran and the Middle East? In a turn of events, Iran's political landscape is shaken as President Ebrahim Raisi passed away at the age of 63. Raisi, a prominent figure representing conservative and hardline factions, had been serving as Iran's president for nearly 3 years. Iran's foreign minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian, among other casualties, also died in the accident. The president was traveling by helicopter in East Azerbaijan province when it crashed in poor weather conditions, claiming his life and those of other officials on board. The government immediately convened an urgent meeting after the incident. A photo provided by the state media showed that the chair where the president would usually sit had a black sash across it for mourning. Iran has also declared 5 days of mourning for their former president. Born in Mashhad, a religious center for Shia Muslims, Raisi was deeply rooted in Iran's religious and political circles. Trained in religious studies under prominent scholars, including Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, he was seen as a potential successor to the supreme leader. As Iran mourns the loss of its president, questions arise about the nation's future leadership and political trajectory. Raisi's passing leaves behind a legacy marked by his conservative ideals and influence in Iranian politics. As the country grapples with this unexpected loss, the memory of President Raisi will endure, shaping Iran's path in the years to come. Where does Israel stand? In a volatile arena of Middle Eastern geopolitics, few conflicts loom larger than that between Iran and Israel. Naturally, the world is eager to learn Israel's stance on the issue. At the helm, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei wields ultimate authority over Iran's foreign policy, yet it was President Raisi who navigated the ship of state through tumultuous waters. So, what is Israel's statement on the president's death? "It wasn't us," declared an anonymous Israeli official, as Reuters quotes. While condolences poured in from around the globe, one notable absence stands out. Israel remains silent, refusing to acknowledge the incident formally. Under Raisi's leadership, Iran maintained a posture of defiance against its adversaries, particularly the United States and Israel. Despite the risks, Iran treaded carefully, balancing its support for regional proxies against the threat of direct confrontation. Since the eruption of the Gaza conflict in October 2023, Iran has orchestrated a delicate dance of power, empowering its proxies to challenge Israel and the US while avoiding all-out war. But this balance was shattered in April when Iran launched a historic direct attack on Israel in retaliation for an assault on its consulate in Damascus. Israel, supported by a coalition of allies, swiftly countered the Iranian assault, intercepting the majority of incoming projectiles. In a symbolic move, Israel retaliated with a strike on an air defense radar system in Isfahan, Iran's heartland, sending a clear message of deterrence. For years, Iran and Israel have engaged in a shadowy conflict of covert operations and cyber warfare. But April's exchange of fire marked a significant escalation, thrusting the two adversaries into their first direct military confrontation. What about the axis of resistance? President Ebrahim Raisi has always backed up the axis of resistance every way possible, even more so than his predecessors. As expected, the resistance have plunged into mourning following the tragic demise of President Ebrahim Raisi. Let's dive into the global reaction. As news of President Raisi's untimely death reverberates across the Middle East, allies in the axis of resistance expressed their condolences. Hamas, Lebanon's Hezbollah, Yemen's Houthi rebels, and Syria's government all pay tribute to Raisi and Amir-Abdollahian, highlighting their unwavering support for the Palestinian cause and resistance against Israel. Hamas hails Raisi as an honorable supporter and praises his efforts in solidarity with Palestinians during times of conflict. Hezbollah, known for its clashes with Israel, lauds Raisi as a staunch defender of their shared causes, emphasizing his long-standing support. Yemen's Houthi rebels express sorrow for the loss, citing Raisi's advocacy for Palestine and Gaza's struggle for freedom. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad reaffirms solidarity with Iran, emphasizing their enduring strategic partnership. Iraq's Popular Mobilization Forces and Prime Minister Mohammad al-Sudani also offer condolences, emphasizing the unbreakable bond between Iraq and Iran. As Syria and Lebanon announce official days of mourning, the Axis of Resistance mourns the loss of a leader, while reaffirming their commitment to their shared cause. Who will be the next president? As the country mourns, questions arise about who is next in the throne and a constitutional protocol. According to Article 131 of Iran's constitution, when a president passes away, the mantle of leadership falls to the first vice president. In this case it is Mohammad Mokber, but his assumption of power isn't absolute. The final confirmation rests in the hands of the supreme leader Ali Khamenei, whose influence shapes the destiny of the nation. It is only with his nod that Mohammad Mokber will be able to step into the role of interim president. What does the future hold? But governance cannot afford to stand still. After all, he will just be the interim president. A council comprising the first vice president, the Speaker of Parliament, and the head of judiciary convenes. Their task, to orchestrate the transition of power seamlessly. Within a maximum period of 50 days, the wheels of democracy will begin to turn. An election will be arranged to elect a new president, breathing new life into Iran's political landscape. Even if all the protocols are followed to the point, uncertainty still looms over the nation's future. Ebrahim Raisi, once poised to ascend to the highest echelons of power, leaves behind a void in Iran's political landscape. Now, attention turns to the succession process as speculation swirls over who will fill Raisi's shoes and eventually succeed not only as the president, but also take the throne from the aging supreme leader. Experts like Dr. Sanam Vakil suggests that Iran's conservative power structure will aim to maintain stability and continuity, even in the face of this unexpected tragedy. But amidst mourning and speculation, voices of opposition see Raisi's passing as an opportunity for change, hoping for a shift away from hardline policies. Professor Mohammad Marandi emphasizes Iran's resilience in the face of external pressure, predicting its enduring presence on the global stage. Meanwhile, the process to select Raisi's successor unfolds, with eyes on the assembly of experts tasked with choosing the next supreme leader. But before that pivotal decision, Iran faces the immediate challenge of holding early presidential elections, a crucial moment for political participation in the country. Even within Raisi's own ranks, there is uncertainty about who will succeed in. Various factions within the conservative group vie for power, intensifying the political jockeying within parliament and local levels. While the supreme leader holds ultimate decision-making authority, the IRGC plays a significant role in shaping foreign policy, particularly in the region. Iran faces daunting challenges, including economic hardships exacerbated by international sanctions and widespread discontent among the populace. The country has previously seen protests against social restrictions and government crackdowns, highlighting deep-seated grievances and frustrations. As Iran grapples with this significant loss, the nation stands at a crossroads, facing both internal and external challenges. The path forward remains uncertain as the country navigates this period of transition. So viewers, what are your views? What does the future hold for Iran? Only time can tell. If you liked this video, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos.